Like that. Okay. More live on Facebook. Come on. Give everyone a couple minutes to sign in. Background, Charlie.
Hey.
Doug's joining.
I'm just sitting by the waterfall, you know.
Yep, just want to give a couple more minutes for people to sign on.
It's where I sit, you know, talk on the phone.
It's a state of mind. We all need a portable waterfall these days. Or mountain. Take your pick. Just bear with me a sec, see if this got going.
Have I got time to grab another beer, Dave?
Always time to get another beer. I'm trying to simultaneously get Facebook going.
Hold my spot.
Yep.
Cheers, babe.
Bear with me a sec, guys. We're almost there. Trying to get simultaneously live on Facebook. Almost there, folks. Got about a quarter of the participants up on the Zoom, which is great.
We're getting something saying that you're.
Can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Good. Facebook's almost happy. While I'm waiting for Facebook to come alive, if you want to put in the chat if there's any specific questions that you have, obviously we'll try and answer as much as we can as we go through, put together a short PowerPoint for you guys. But that's probably the easiest thing to just kind of chat through, and obviously we'll take questions at the end. For some reason the Facebook live stream is not starting. Worst case, we'll post it later. And we'll just record off the Zoom. All right, well, the show must go on. So good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? I'll actually got you mostly unmuted, right? Hold a sec here. Okay, good. All you doing?
Doing fine. See,
Good.
we got two old guys at least. This
Hey,
Mr. Redmond, how are
there you go.
I'm great, Mr. Clark. How are you?
Looking for where the share thing went. All right, I'm going to assume that Facebook's not going to be happy. All right, can you guys see the slideshow? Can you guys see the slideshow right now? Can someone just confirm?
I do not. I just see Hollywood Squares.
Ah, okay. Interesting. All right, hold on a sec here. Take care of that.
Did we get another view on our side, or?
Bear with me a sec.
you? I get no slides.
All right, let me try this.
I get Charlie on my main screen sometimes because he's not muted.
Let's go this way. How about now?
That's better. Definitely better.
That's there.
All right, and let me just blow this up.
Blow it up.
Blow it up. We're all good? All righty. So, hi, I'm Dave from Race Set Go Adventures. I appreciate you all joining. Obviously, it's a very different, strange, challenging year in talking about, what's the best way to not have everyone congregate as much as we love as a tribe kind of doing that. We thought doing a virtual meeting kind of minimize the pre-race. And obviously, we're going to be doing the similar for the post-race. And so we're going to go through a couple slides, kind of talk through the race. And then at the end, we're going to do a raffle. We've got 10 prizes, including a slot for 2021 Nationals that we're going to be raffling off. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So no further ado, I'm going to jump into the slide deck. So I'm the race director from Race Set Go Adventures. My assistant race director, unfortunately, she had a family emergency to attend to, so Lauren won't be here, but she'll be here on race day. Doug Rice is our timer, and I'm not sure if Lucia from Woodland Trail is able to join, but you'll meet all those fine people on Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, depending on when you come to the park. So we're going to be, and this is try to keep people to actually pay attention till the end. We're going to be raffling off a number of prizes. Goo and Stans are our two sponsors that have kind of stayed through the whole process with us. So we'll be raffling off a Goo Energy Gel 24-pack. There also will be Goo product on the race site for aid station or pickup, and actually in your packet pickup. We have a couple of Stans, baseball caps, shirts, a visor from us, a pair of Xterra socks, a swim buoy, and again, that slot. One key is we're asking everyone to be present at the race to get it, because we're going to be handing out it packet pickup. So where it's at, not just the song, but the place. Obviously, with all the craziness of 2020, I assume most of you had heard that New Jersey state parks basically took away all permits for the balance of the year. It's been you know, made us have to get creative. Woodland Trails actually originally was our alternative camping spot when the parks canceled all camping for the year, and then started discussions about using their trail network. And we've done hundreds of hours of work over the last few weeks. I've pretty much been living at the park with a few other people and updating, adding trails, connecting things, and routing. And it's a real fun loop. So I just want to make sure everyone knows that it's not at Yonder this year. It's at Woodland Trails in Sussex, New Jersey, which is about 15-20 minutes from Yonder, about 10 minutes from Mountain Creek. So, you know, if anyone still needs to reserve camping, let me know as soon as you can. I've really got to give final numbers to the park tomorrow. So just reach out, messenger, email, whatever, and we'll help you out. So I wanted to go through the schedule real quick. Saturday, we're expecting the course to be live. Actually, right now, about 95% of it's marked as we speak. Again, we've been there a lot, but we're going to open up the course at 10 o'clock on Saturday for pre-riding. 11, if you're camping, that's really when camping opens up. When you come in for camping, there'll be signs. You'll go down a fire road, and you want to stay to the far right and upper left, far right of, you know, from the road. Obviously, you don't want to be parking where you see the race signs or the tape, but the back right section is kind of where the camping is reserved. During the race, there also will be some parking in that area. We're planning at 1 o'clock to do a guided course pre-ride, kind of take you through the loop, show you some lines, show you some of the challenges. You know, it's definitely a unique course, and we'll be walking you through that in a minute. Packet pickup, early packet pickup. Obviously, if you're camping, please make sure you do that. If you come visit the park, you're nearby, the more people that we can get through packet pickup on Saturday, the easier it'll flow on Sunday. And we'll talk about the process for packet pickup in a minute. Sunday, we're going to open up the park at 8:30 for packet pickup and transition. 9:45, it's closed. At 10, we're going to start the waves. We'll go into detail in a minute. The end of the race, it's grab and go food. We know how we all like to hang out and share stories and talk. This is the type of year where in order to do these sort of races, we really need everyone just kind of finish, wave their goodbyes, grab some food, and get out of the park. We're really just going to do overall podiums. So I'll go over that in a minute. And just, again, dealing with that. And that's one of the reasons we're doing this raffle, so everyone still has a chance to get some prizes. So let me talk to you a little bit about packet pickup. Packet pickup for everyone coming in on Sunday will be car-based. Basically, you'll enter the park, you'll go straight, and you'll see on your right-hand side, we have a Ready, Set, Go Adventures yellow 10x10 pop-up tent that we custom made this year. So you'll just pull up to it. You'll show your driver's license, your USAT card if you have a USAT number, and you'll be handed a box. Everyone does need a mask, even if it's your passengers, if you have kids, whatever. Everyone, please bring a mask. If you don't, we will have some. They're $5 a piece. Again, not to really be a moneymaker. We'll probably donate the money to the ambulance squad, but please bring your masks. Your packet pickup will be kind of like your own personal pizza box to include your race bibs. I can't really see it with the backdrop. There's a picture later. Race t-shirt, your swim cap, the green one's for the long one, light blue's for sprint. If you get the wrong one, let us know. Try to do that as much as we can. Your timing chip and your ankle strap will be there. Everyone is getting a Way Over Yonder finisher medal. Hopefully you all do finish indeed, but we're just putting it up front in the packet. And that's just kind of a special extra we're doing this year to thank everyone for coming out and racing in 2020, despite how crazy it's been. You have a sample energy gel, and Stan's No Tube sent us a bunch of stickers that will be including in your box as well. So there'll be 2 bibs you're going to get, the Tyvek bibs, really more so than anything so that we see who you are and can recognize you. And when there's photos, easy enough to figure out who's what and show yourself prominently. The one with the 2 holes at the bottom, you use twist ties, put that on the mountain bike. The one with the 4 holes, run bib, use pins, or if you have stick 'em or what have you. So pretty straightforward. COVID-19, couple of highlight points, stuff that I'm sure all of you have heard at some point or another, whether it's just in life or another race. Keep your 6-foot social distancing. Wear masks before and after the race, not during. We know you're all going to be working hard, and we don't want to have other issues because of that. Wash hands thoroughly, use hand sanitizer. There will be a number of hand sanitizer stations. There'll be 6 bathrooms right near transition. There's actually 2 full-size bathrooms that are permanent on the outside. 2 are actually going to be inside the building on the opposite side of those 2. And there's 2 porta-johns. So those are all set up. The porta-johns even will have sinks and sanitizer and all that. And then along the course route in various parts in the park, there's additional porta-johns. So plenty of areas to take care of your needs pre-race, during, what have you. Transition. Racers only in transition. Great if you have a friend or family member that's come with you to cheer you on, but racers only in transition. The mindset should be get set up, get out. We really don't want people lingering. We don't want people on top of each other. Obviously, wear your mask in transition. You're going to have your bib numbers, and there'll be stickers on the racks to match to. So you'll see your number, you know where to go. There'll be sequential, pretty easy to figure out. What we did was we're going to have 3 long course waves, 1 sprint wave, and then the paddle and the rest of the duathletes. So what we tried to do was to alternate on the racks, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that it's separate by wave. So even during the race, the odds of you being in transition on the same rack with other people are minimized. So that's kind of the goal. We also minimized it to only 4 bikes per rack instead of 5 or 6 that you normally see on these 10-foot racks. So close at 9:45, but please get out, get in, get out. And then just a reminder, I know a lot of you have raced many times, have a lot of experience, but get in and get out. And during the race itself, we're requesting everyone make sure to walk their bike in and out of transition. We've had in the past, sometimes when people ride in, maybe they don't know. So we're just spreading the word. It's really more for safety than anything else to walk your bike. The waves are going to be 25 or less racers. And even with those 25, it'll be a time trial start. So you don't need to bunch up for any reason. We're not doing a beach run like we're doing in the past. You'll go right from the beach straight into the water, and I'll go over the swim in a minute. There will be a food staging area that I'll show you in a minute, so that you can bring your own hydration and nutrition. So you have it staged. We will have at least 1, if not 2 aid stations. But again, we're recommending that people use those. Oh, gotta mute you there. And again, at the end of the race, we'll have food, but we're asking everyone to grab and go. So staging. So the waves, and we will send out in advance, so you have your number and your wave. Also will be on the sticker on the outside of your packet pickup box. But basically, we're asking everyone to remember their wave, be in the staging area 15 minutes before you go off. We'll have the wave go off once, and the long course is a 2-loop swim. So you do a clockwise swim, run the beach, go back out. As soon as the last person in that wave has gone out and started swimming, we're going to prep and start sending the next wave out. So we're trying to keep this as close as we can so we get everyone moving, but we're estimating about 15 minutes between waves. Okay, so you have the 3 long course waves. Dual long will go out first thing as well. The sprint, and then last, the paddle and the dual sprint. The course, we'll go in again some more detail. The 2 laps closer to about 750 meters. The mountain bike will be probably about netting about 9 miles through the 3 laps. Obviously, you do a little different, and we'll show you that in terms of where you go in sections. It's almost 1,200 feet elevation, and I can tell you the climbs are steep. So when you hit them, you're going to want to drop to a granny gear and crunch it out. They're tough. And then you'll be running the trail run lap right after that, just shy of a 5K. For the sprint, it'll be a single lap, about 300, that's a typo. It should be one lap there, 375 meters. They'll do 2 laps on the bike, and then they'll do a 2-mile run. There's a cutoff that will show you. The duathlon will start with the sprint trail run, and then the paddle start will actually be 4 laps. Only a few people doing that. Give them a chance to paddle out a bit. So just short of a mile for those guys. So the swim course. So let me roll you through this. The long course will have green caps, you see below here, and the short course, or the sprint, will have the light blue caps. So just again, to just differentiate. A bunch of people have asked about wetsuits. We expect it to be wetsuit legal, but the water yesterday was 75 degrees. So it's a short swim. It's something to really think about. You know, maybe when you get there early, check out the water, but I wouldn't be surprised if more than half you opt not to use a wetsuit because it's a short swim and it's warm. So just food for thought. We've been in there swimming and haven't needed the wetsuits. It's going to start on the beach. So your transitions up here. You'll start on the beach. The actual staging area will be in the back of the beach or in this area here on the grass. We're going to finalize that as we go. But you're going to start. It's going to go clockwise. So keeping your buoys on your right. You're actually going to exit, run the beach, do a second lap, then come back out to the beach. And then when you come out to the beach, you're going to go up and around into transition. Then you'll get on your bike, you'll walk for a little bit, and then you'll get on your bike and head straight out on the trail. And I'll show you the rest of the loop in a second. We've got 3 lifeguards and additional water staff. So I think we have really good coverage. If anyone gets into trouble, I know a lot of you haven't swam or swam as much as often. Lord knows that I haven't. So we want to give a little bit extra caution, but again, it's a short loop. People will be close and we're spacing you out enough. We feel that you're not going to really be on top of anyone with 25 or less people going at a time. Okay. So here's the race loop, and I'll take you through it. I'm just going to look over here just so I can kind of see a little bit better. I don't know if I can zoom that here. There we go. Nah, it's not letting me. There we go. So obviously you're going to start out from transition on the mountain bike. You're going to go straight. And what I will say is, and this is just a quick course preview. We're trying to get some GoPro up if we can between now and the race. It's been a little crazy though, but you want to be careful not to gun it too much out, because after this straightaway, you're going to make this turn, and this is a significant climb uphill. So it hits you pretty quick. Then you'll make a few S turns in this apple orchard here, come back around, and then you'll plug into the single track. This is all single track, taking you around here. You get to here, this is another power climb. Then you'll hook into this area. This area actually was built specifically for the race. It's the technical rock section. There definitely are some challenges. There is a racer split section where you can choose a left or right path. So definitely getting a pre-ride in and seeing the course is recommended. You come down. This is kind of a fairly steep downhill, but there is a turn that we've added. We added trail into the woods here to make a little more curve, so you're not going just straight down. You'll tuck in. Over here is where on the sprint run and the start of the duathlon, you'll actually turn right and go on the road to head back, as opposed to on the mountain bikes, you're going to just continue to the left. So, and there'll be people there, there'll be, signs and so forth. So you'll come around, go through this area, which is kind of a lot of in and out. When you get here, I know it looks close, but it's not. This is purely in the woods. This is road. You basically punch up in a section, and here you're going to go downhill, pretty fast downhill. Here you're going to go in and out. There'll be some more S turns here in this field. You come around, and then this is a major climb coming from here all the way up to about here. You'll come out of it,
David, we're not seeing what here is.
Oh, you can't see the
I have
arrow.
a pointer, but it's not showing up on my screen at least.
Okay. Well, we'll show it again, or I'll try and draw it and post another video. I'm sorry. But basically the upper right side, just before you get to the fire road, or rather the park road, which is that loop right there. That's a bummer that's not doing that. Can you see the pointer now?
I'm not getting it either.
No. Okay. All right. So I'll talk you through it again. There'll be time for you guys to pre-ride, but just so you know that there are those three. Now, when you get out of the far right section and you're turning in, you're turning on the road, you want to keep to the right on the road. There will be coned off. It is an active camping and RV park. There's limited traffic. They are notifying everyone that's staying in the park, but they can't totally close the road. So we're going to use the right-hand side of the road. Cars and RVs are going to use the left-hand side of the road, and it's going to be unidirectional in the flow that we're going. But I just want everyone to be aware and mindful to keep your head up, and, you know, in case someone does something random, that you're aware that possibility is there. Although, again, there's not a lot of traffic, but it's important that people are aware of it. When you come out and around, and actually it's probably easier to see on the prior map, you see the dashed line. So when you're finishing the park road, the laps are, you're going to make a right-hand turn just before the lake. So on the opposite side of the lake from where you started the swim, you'll be making this right-hand turn where you see this dashed line and the number 2. So that's where your second loop will go. And we're right. So you'll be going there for you to start your second loop. You'll go around, do the same for the long course. You'll do it again for your third loop. And then when you finish your third loop, you're going to go straight instead of making the right-hand turn. At top there, you'll go straight and head towards transition. And there'll be tons of signs, but I'm just trying to walk you through it. You'll go into transition, put down your bike, throw on your running shoes, and you'll do a loop. And this time, again, you'll go straight past the lap area to head towards the finish. And then again, instead of going to transition, you go right to finish. And again, we'll try and do another video with drawing the arrows so someone can see it. And again, Saturday, if you're able to come pre-ride, highly recommended, or Sunday morning before the race, you should have plenty of time. We're estimating a race loop is probably about 25 minutes. Obviously will vary, but again, be ready for some pretty good crunchy climbs. So I already talked about the staying right, the lap. Again, walk in and out of transition. There'll be a penalty assessed for anyone that doesn't walk it in and out. Again, we're just trying to keep everyone safe. And again, on the run course, don't turn into the lap, keep going and finish. So a couple other things. So at the end, by the way, that's the wonderful medal everyone's going to be getting. Instead of doing podium medals and all that, we've decided to award everyone with a medal as a way to thank you for coming out for 2020. A little bit more expense from us, but we felt that it's something special to do because we can't do kind of our normal award ceremony. Hopefully we'll be able to do that next year. Chips and straps, please. Number one, if the strap or the chip comes off, like during your swim, please go to the timing van, which will be right by the start finish. Let the timer know. He'll give you a substitute chip so you can continue your race. So that's important to know. There is a fee of $25 for a lost chip to have to go and replace it. We ask that when you finish, that you separate the two and then wrap up the straps so the Velcro is nice and clean, not exposed, so they don't all stick together, and put them in their buckets. It just makes it easier for our timer. We're going to do only overall triathlon podiums, so top 3 men, top 3 women. Again, we're doing this raffle as a substitute to offer some prizes to everyone. We may add some additional ones. Results will be online. There'll be free finisher videos that'll be right from you can link it right from the result page, and it'll be up on YouTube. Also, our photographer from the past couple of Xterra Way Over Yonders Victor Chan will be on site shooting some amazing photos. The low-res photos we give to you for free. So you can post on social media, use however you wish. And then high-res and prints go to Victor as a way to help support him in his efforts for shooting these sort of events. So please support him and what Victor and Image One Photography provides us. Lastly, we're going to have food at the end, but it's really going to be kind of a grab and go. We're asking that literally you finish up, get stuff out of transition, go to the food area, grab what you want, and head out of the park. Unfortunately, obviously, this is not the year where active congregating is recommended. So I hope everyone understands that. Okay, questions before I go into the raffle? Let's see if I can.
While you're looking, I just want to say, David, what an amazing effort you put in. First to get nationals in the East, losing all of that, having to change venue, a week ago. I just think we all owe you such a incredible thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, serious, nice job.
If it wasn't for COVID, we would all give you a big hug when we see you, Dave. But, you know.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's fantastic. That's bold leadership. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, it's part of the spirit. I'm not gonna mute. I don't know if Charlie's on there. Just gonna mute. I think it's the spirit of what we do and going past whatever adversity and finding a way. You know, and that's how I run this business. It's not easy, but it's something that I love, and I'm lucky to do it, and lucky to have met and ridden and raced with many of you. So I appreciate it, and I don't take the mantle of race directing lightly and making these things happen. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to have you all, and it's going to be definitely a unique experience. I will say also that we are working on a off-road triathlon series for the Northeast for next year. Can't say we're at right now, but we have 2 other off-road triathlons in development as we speak. Can't say what'll happen 100%, but if everything goes our way, we'll have at least 3 off-road triathlons here in the New York, New Jersey area next year. So keep posted on that. So with no further ado.
And a gravel triathlon, right?
And a gravel tri we're also working on. That we've got to work on location a little more. So what questions? I'm going to unmute or try to, some reason Zoom is doing a weird thing with me right now. But what questions do you guys have to anything that I didn't answer?
Just wanted to chime in. Dave, as you know, there was a half Ironman that a lot of us did in upstate New Hampshire 2 weeks ago. And even with all the COVID restrictions in place, the event went off totally fine. It was 2 days of racing, sprint and Olympic distances on Saturday, half Ironman on Sunday. There were hundreds and hundreds of racers every day. Everybody had a good time.
Up losing Scott.
There was no woods, but everyone was socially distant. They wore them. They had done a tight race, tight times. So there you go. Just wanted to add that in for
It's
everyone.
great, Scott, and part of what we do is work collectively. So I think that everybody's going to follow the rules.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. So, and if you guys have questions or something that I might have missed, I try to be as comprehensive as I can, whether it's in the next couple of days, whether it's, Saturday sometime or race morning, reach out if there's something that's not clear, or if you pre-ride it Saturday and something doesn't make sense, please let us know so we can fix the race. We've put in well over 100 signs in the loop, and we're actually going to add another 20 tomorrow. So between that and the course tape, should be very difficult for anybody to get lost, but we know Murphy's Law. So if you see something that's not clear, please let us know.
Question, Dave, there's a 60% chance of rain pretty much all day Sunday, which is fine for an off-road event. You know, it just adds to the fun. But
Yep.
how are those climbs going to affect tire traction? Are they steep enough where people are going to be spinning out, or do you think if we just, you know, hunker down and spin easy, you think most people will navigate it? Oh, okay.
It's going to be mixed. I mean, they're definitely, like I said, they're punchy. They're not long, but they're punchy, steep climbs. I mean, the first one out of transition is a long one. The other ones are just hard. They hit you. One hits you right off a hard left turn, and you've got to get up maybe 200 feet and bang a right, but it's a pretty steep pitch. So it's going to be a challenge. I mean, it's just a question of what we get. And, you know, the thing is that it is all condition racing, and, you know, whatever we all face, we're all going to face it. So, you know, hopefully it doesn't bottleneck up people, but it'll make it a challenge. That's for sure. Hopefully it blows off. You know, I keep seeing different weather reports, and so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I saw one that said 20 or 30% chance. And I saw cloudy. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, and I missed the first few minutes, but did you say if there are any water stops along the course?
So yes, so there will be, so two things. First off, there will be a drop zone for you to put your own personal hydration and nutrition. It'll be just after the road bends up and to the left on the fire road. So you're up on a climb, so you're not going too fast. And on the right-hand side will be a zone for dropping that and for picking up, so you can provide your own nutrition. We will also have at least one, if not two, aid stations. We're going to sort that out between tomorrow and Saturday, but there'll definitely be one. There's one planned in the back area, kind of where I was talking about the split off for where the sprint run is going to split off. We're planning to have an aid station back there, which will have Goo Roctane, Goo Energy Gels, Goo Stroop Waffles, and water. So, you know, as much as possible, we're recommending that people be self-sufficient, but we will have that. We also have some similar nearby transition before the start of the race.
What they did up in New Hampshire, it actually worked fairly well. They had people at the aid stations wearing gloves, filling up the little cups, and the cups were laid out on the table, but you just had to simply grab them yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
System worked just fine.
Okay. That's an
So it's not
idea.
like you have to stop and grab a gallon jug and pour yourself a glass, you know, get going, or because then everybody's touching the gallon jug. That defeats the purpose.
Right.
So in New Hampshire, they just had pre-filled cups, and you just grabbed your own, threw it in the trash right after you drank it, and it worked fine.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely try that. Okay, that's a good, great
Dumb
suggestion.
question. Did we find out at early pickup what wave we're in?
Yes, the wave will be on the sticker on your box, on your personal pizza box. So your number and your wave. And actually, I'm trying to get it uploaded so I can send it out sooner than that if I can. If I can get it out, I have pretty much numbers assigned and waves assigned right now. We just got to kind of clean it up and get it posted. Any other questions? Doug, you had something to say? Trying to get you up.
Doug, you need to unmute yourself.
I think you're on mute, Doug. Hit the space bar.
I think I know that by now, right? A few things that I just noticed. Let's just see. So if you are wearing a wetsuit, make sure that your chip and strap is either below your wetsuit or on the outside. Just because wet water, if there's water around the chip, the water will be out, but it's just better to below or outside of your wetsuit, just so that the blue chip is exposed.
Right.
A thought that we usually do at our races is, you know, you have 4 on a rack. It gives everybody much more room. have waves and event list is take a look at your little button on there. You can just say my age is this or whatever it is. It's
Where
very
is
easy
the
to change.
participant list that you say? I just would like to check that out on it.
So
Oh.
if you go to Athlinks,
No. David?
yeah, you have it on yours too?
Yeah, so go to splitsecondracing.net and click on the results button. If somebody does register, post it on your site as well. Is that what you're saying?
Say again?
Do you have it on your site as well, the participant list?
It's actually it's on the Athlinks event landing page. So the other place you can see the starting list is if you go to Athlinks or ChronoTrack and then just search for event and just plug in Way Over Yonder. It'll pull up the landing page for the event, and all the different categories on the starting list are all posted there.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's best if we start getting people to go to results, because the results page and the participant list that I just told you about, splitsecondracing.net, it's on race result. That's our time and company software.
Right.
And that's where it is. And if there's a change needed, there's a button there, you just click it, it goes to me.
Okay.
You don't have to contact David. You can contact right through me. He's got enough to do between now and Sunday. So if you go to the page, number 6, it's time trial start. We're going to do the waves. The waves are to get you ready. But when you cross the mat, that's when your chip starts. That's when your time starts. So it's important to stay clear of that mat. It can actually pick you up within about 10 feet. So it's important to do that. The lost chip David covered. And that's pretty much it, I think. I got to ask you about the something on the beach swim later, David, but
Okay.
at another
Yeah,
time.
we'll go through it.
Yep.
Any other questions? And again, you can reach out to us and if there's something that you didn't think of right now, but anything else, guys?
Yeah, Dave, one quick, are we assigned a rack space? You said about you're going to move 4 people and then different waves, but do we have an assigned spot?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Could you guys just put in the chat box the proper citations to the websites you just told us about?
Yeah, how do I do that? Down here?
Yeah, hit chat and then be sure it says to everyone and just type it in.
All right, give me a second. I got to get out of full screen. I'll get it. Hold
No,
on.
I see the waves, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, there's a button on there. I'll even put there at the top. Any changes, you just hit the little email button and it comes right to me. And let me get this here. Make sure everybody gets to see it. And here it is.
You have that live right now, Doug?
David, for those that are camping, is there like shared electrical or water available at the campsite?
There,
For those
you
that are
have
camping,
access to the bathroom.
What's available at the campsite?
There are showers, bathrooms there. The campsite itself or the tent camping is that. I mean, it's tent camping, but there is up above near the transition area. There's full bathrooms and showers. And yes, we're recording this, so this will be posted as well. Any other questions?
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Dave. Dave,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes. My mic went.
How's the bear population out there?
How's the bear population? There are some bears up there. I haven't ran into them, thank God, but there are bears up there. So you don't want to be
What's
wandering
the
around at
USA
5 in the morning.
USA ruling on bear attacks? Is there a timeout? Do we get like time off or injury or what?
We'll arm you with the bear mace.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just going for a question I've never heard asked at a briefing before.
You just gotta be. You just can't be the slowest. That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, I've always been worried about that. Yeah, you know.
Sorry.
The
Sorry.
older you get, the harder that is.
Sorry. That's that bear. Just got sure that you're on the podium, and you'll be
There
fine.
you go.
As long as
Go
it's
ride
four.
fast. Watch out for bears. What else? All right, then I'm gonna dive into the raffle if there's no other questions. Thanks, Doug, for posting that. So I'm gonna use a random generator here a second. So let me just go to hang on a second here. Share that right here. Close that. All right, so we're gonna generate these numbers, then I'll tell you what you won. So 72 one's the goo. Give it a sec. 10 one's the gray cap from Stan's. 91 won a black cap. 93 wins a Stan shirt. 86 wins another shirt. 70 wins a visor. All high numbers. 40 wins a pair of Xterra socks. Number 1 wins an Xterra buoy. And our photographer just threw in, he's going to do a photo session either before or after the race for one lucky winner. So that's going to be number 54, gets a photo shoot with Victor. And for the 2021 Nationals slot on us, goes to number 60. So who is that? Let's see. I'm going to go to the list now. Bear with me here a sec, guys. I know I do that fast. All right. So number 72, you can hear your whoop if you're here. So Kirk Snyder won the goo. Let's see, number 10 is Joe Cardisco, won the Stan's cap.
Yay, Joe.
Yay, Joe. I'm going to have to redo because there is no 91. So we're going to resend out the black cap in a sec. Nope, I'm sorry. Joseph won that. Sorry. And the shirt is David Josephson won a shirt. Austin won the other shirt. Visor by Celeste. I think she may already have one from last year, but we'll talk to Celeste on that. And again, they're number 40. Chris Kaplanis. Congrats. You have a pair of Xterra socks to wear race day. Very nice. Thank you for signing up. And let's see. The buoy was Elaine. And the photo shoot goes to Benjamin Rabot. And Nationals, Anthony Rodriguez has won a slot to the 2021 USA Triathlon Nationals. So congratulations to all the winners. Again, we felt that divvying up the prizes this way to at least share some love and some good energy and award everyone a medal for coming out. So look forward to seeing you out there Saturday or Sunday. Again, Woodland Trails, so you have the right place. As soon as you Google map it, very easy to find. And obviously, there'll probably be a bit of a queue up entering the park Sunday morning. And again, we're asking 8:30 to start showing up and coming in for packet pickup and registration and transition setup. So thank you again, everyone, for joining on our first virtual racer Zoom meeting. Look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of days. We have a busy day, next couple of days at the park. I'll be living out there some more. And look forward to seeing y'all, say hello, and looking for a fun race day, regardless of the conditions. It's going to be a great one. So thanks again, guys. Have a good night.
Love you. Love your work.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Charlie. David off.